So the market is going up today. We see the SPY, QQQ, and many other stocks performing very well. However, you may ask me, but Nathan, today's candle is bearish, right? So could this reaction be a top signal? The QQQ also shares a very similar reaction, right? So is that a top signal, suggesting a sell signal to us? And the answer is it could be. However, it is not going to be that easy, and I will explain to you guys why in today's video. Welcome to the Finance Hydra channel. My name is Nathan, and here on this channel, we analyze the market together every single day so we can identify the best inflection points so we can design good, intelligent strategies using technical evidence, charts, and risk management. Okay, so yes, we see a possible top signal on the SPY ETF. Okay, yes, today's candle is bearish. We're gonna close in like the market has just closed, okay, 1 minute ago. So yes, we closed making a bearish candle. Now, is that a top signal? No. Why? Because only one single candle is never enough to materialize a technical correction. Okay, just like it wasn't over here, over here, over here, over here, and over here again, and many other times in the past few months. We have seen many bear traps. So just by waiting for confirmation, you can avoid many incredible bear traps, all right? Just because you are patient, okay? You can wait for a clear reaction confirming a technical top signal. If we see that going on, just like we had over here last week, right? We saw a top signal, and then in the following day, we had the confirmation of this top signal, and I told you guys, our next technical stop is this support area down here. Okay, and that's precisely what happened over here. All right, so yes, we see a bearish candle, and so far there is no top signal yet. What's more, why only one single candle is never enough to materialize a top signal? Because when we analyze the short-term trend, looking at the 1-hour chart, we still see a sequence of higher highs, higher lows. Now we are above the 21-hour EMA, the exponential moving average on the 1-hour chart, and we just retested the $662 as another support level. This key point was a support level here, resistance level here, and now support level here again after the breakout. So the polarity has changed again. Okay, so this key point is critical for the SPY, and it is very close to the 21-hour EMA, working as a double support level. As far as I know, today's reaction could be just another pullback to this support level before another recovery, making another bullish pivot point, higher high, higher low, respecting its short-term support levels. Okay, so that's how I see the SPY right now. In spite of today's bearish candle, the bullish bias, short-term wise and medium-term wise, is still under control. Only by losing the 662, closing below this key point tomorrow, after we see a bearish candle on the daily chart, only then we could see a technical dangerous top signal suggesting another pullback to even lower levels. Okay, but for now the situation is still under control. We are still going up 0.27%. Okay, yes, today's candle is bearish, but we are still going up. We are still respecting the short-term trend. We are still above many support levels. Therefore, yes, if you ask me, the bullish bias is still intact. Of course, we're gonna have more information tomorrow. Okay, if we see the loss of the 662, the loss of today's low, okay, then this bullish case might be frustrated. But for now, remember, the future does not exist, all right? We gotta react properly to what we see because trading is reactive, not predictive. Definitely, it is not predictive. The moment you start using technical analysis as a tool to react to what you see without the goal of predicting the future, then you will realize how trading can be so stressful, so how the market can make you so anxious and miserable because you always try to predict the future. Okay, no tool can help you to predict what's going to happen next. Okay, no tool. All right, nothing can help you, but technical analysis can help you to design good strategies, can help you to mitigate your losses and maximize your profits using risk management. All right, so that's why we use technical analysis. Okay, you can use other tools as well, like fundamental analysis, tape reading, algo trading, etc. All these tools can be very useful as well. Okay, as long as you use them correctly. All right, know how to use your tools because every single one of them is just an extension of your abilities, of how skillful you are. Okay, so yes, that's all that I try to teach you guys here on this channel every single day when we analyze our stocks. Now we have QQQ also trying to make a top signal. We are respecting our short-term support levels as well. Okay, we see this 21-hour EMA, we see the 597, which I did warn you guys about even before a downwards breakout on this day, September 24, 5 days ago. I did warn you guys, by losing this key point, yes, sharper pullback to this support level. Now we are bouncing off this support level, so we are maintaining the uptrend. Okay, the uptrend is still absolutely intact. However, if we see the loss of today's low, the loss of the 597 again, then okay, then we may see another dangerous stop signal reinforcing the idea of another pullback to this support level or maybe even lower support levels. Okay, but for now we are still above these key points. Okay, we are still respecting our main support levels. Okay, so yes, so far so good. So far the situation is still under control. Be aware, just be aware of these inflection points on the QQQ and on the SPY. Only the loss of these key points could bring something new, okay, reversing the medium-term trend. But for now, yes, we are still looking good. Nvidia, now, Nvidia is not looking that good, okay? It is looking good, but not that good. Why? Because we are still inside this congestion, okay? Today's reaction, if you ask me, was just another retest of this resistance area before losing momentum again. How can you say that, Nathan, Nvidia is going up more than 2%? Everybody else is going down or is making a very weak movement. We see Tesla up 0.6%, AMD 1.20%, Palantir 0.74%. So Nvidia is a total winner. Yes, it's a total winner. Is the best investment ever. That is the best stock that I have on my portfolio. Okay, it is performing insanely well, but this key point is very annoying. Okay, losing momentum right below the all-time high level, which is the resistance level of this congestion, is not the best signal. Okay, it is not the best signal. So if we see the loss of today's low again, let me change this line to here. Okay, if we see the loss of the 180s again, if we see Nvidia closing below this key point tomorrow or in the next few days, we may see another correction. Correction to where? Possibly to the 165. Why? Because this key point is the support level of this congestion. Okay, so we could drop to the point of losing this 21-day EMA, all right, to retest our major support level down here again. Nathan, if that happens, should we panic? Of course not. Why? Because by retesting the 165 again, we may see another buying opportunity. I did warn you guys about this pullback here on this channel. By the way, I did warn you guys on this very day. Guys, Nvidia is making a hammer, okay? I see Nvidia going up to higher levels, at least to the 174 again, after materializing this very hammer over here. It's public information here on this channel. So every single drop to retest this support level could be another buying opportunity. That's how I see Nvidia. So any loss of momentum, any collapse over here is not gonna be anything scary or weird or unexpected, because that's what Nvidia has been doing. Okay, so maybe we could see another opportunity, just another opportunity. Nathan, what if Nvidia breaks this resistance level, this congestion upwards? In this case, $200. It is a round number, a psychological resistance level, so that's where I see Nvidia next, okay? By breaking the 184, I see Nvidia retesting the $200 again. That's how I see Nvidia right now. It is performing very well, okay? It is not looking amazing, insanely powerful, but it is looking good. Not that good, but it is still good. Let's just pay attention to the 180s. On the 1 hour chart, the 180s is today's low. Okay, let me hang on 1 second. Let me make this line visible on the 1 hour chart as well. For 1 second, let me see. This line is today's low. It is very close to this previous resistance level as well. Okay, right here. So this key point is quite meaningful. Okay, it is very close to the 21-hour EMA, so don't you agree that if we lose it, if we lose this double support level, we could see a bearish reaction on the daily chart down to the next support levels? So that's how I see Nvidia right now, okay? It is not a buy. It is not a good buying opportunity. It is a hold. If you are an investor like me, okay, yes, you can hold your Nvidia easily, okay? But for swing trading purposes, you want to see a sharper pullback, okay? So you can buy here near this support level before another recovery. That's how I see Nvidia right now. Now we have Tesla performing very well, but well, going up 0.64%, it is not incredible. On the bright side, we are breaking the $439 for good. Now, today's low, guess what? Today's low was very close to the 439, okay? It was $439.50. So today's low, apparently, from my point of view, was just to retest this support level, previous resistance level here, and back to January again, okay? So this key point was a previous major resistance level. Now it is working as a short-term support level, so phenomenal. Tesla looks very nice. It is maintaining the uptrend. I know today's candle is quite a bummer, all right, because it is another bearish candle. It looks like QQQ's candle, okay, a possible top signal, but we are respecting the 439. Nathan, what if we lose the 439 tomorrow? What if we see the spike, QQQ losing today's low, closing below today's low tomorrow? In this case, Tesla will probably make another top signal. If we see a top signal in Tesla right here, right now, any pullback to this 21-day EMA would be normal, expected, not a reason to panic, just another possible buying opportunity. If we see the 1 hour chart, we look at how Tesla is still very powerful. Apparently, there is the idea of a congestion as well, right? We see Tesla inside a congestion. Today, we saw a false breakout of this congestion, okay? So that's another alarming signal. But as long as we stay above $439, there is no reason to worry. There is no top signal triggered yet. Okay, so guys, for now, let's observe all these key points on our stocks, okay? 439 in Tesla, 180 on Nvidia, $598 on QQQ, and $662 on the SPY ETF. Only the loss of these inflection points, we would see a systemic correction, okay? For now, so far, so good. We are maintaining the bullish bias. Now, AMD or AMD, right? For those who are familiar with the stock, AMD, guys, this is absolutely frustrating, okay? Because why? We see another retest of the 164, which I have been warning you guys here on this channel for many days right now, okay? Guys, we see a double resistance level made by this 21-day EMA, made by this 164. We gotta see a clear, very powerful breakout of this key point as soon as possible so we can materialize another rally. Right now, we are losing momentum below the 164. This one kind of resembles Nvidia's reaction, okay? A loss of momentum below a clear resistance level. So AMD has yet to break its major inflection point. Only by breaking this key point, we could see another rally ahead. For now, we are just meh. Okay, there is nothing good. There is nothing. I mean, it is still looking promising. Okay, but we don't see a good breakout yet. All right, and AMD's reaction is even worse than Nvidia's. Okay, this shadow above the candle's body is even bigger than the one seen on Nvidia. What's more, we are again below the 164. Nathan, why is the 164 so critical to you? Because that's the trigger point of a double bottom chart pattern, okay? What's more, now it is the trigger point of this bullish pivot point as well. So we have multiple chart patterns confirming the idea of a bullish case. However, these patterns, they need to be triggered first, all right? We gotta wait for them to get actually triggered before assuming AMD is going to technically reverse and make a phenomenal rally ahead. In the lack of technical evidence confirming a true breakout, AMD is going to linger in this area, okay, without doing anything interesting. And that's quite annoying. Either way, I'll be here to keep you guys updated on this channel every single day. So remember, subscribe, join the Finance Hydra channels community. We are here every single day talking about every single one of our stocks, all right? So I'm sure you are going to find something useful to you so we can help you to design good strategies on your own, okay? So subscribe and like this video if you are still watching it, because clearly you are liking the content, all right? So why not like this video, my friend? Thank you very much for your support. Now we have Palantir. As I told you guys last Friday, guys, I'm not convinced yet of this reaction because yes, we closed below the 178. However, we see a long shadow below the candle's body. Here, on the 1 hour chart, it feels like we are more like inside the congestion than anything else. So this reaction on Palantir, although is quite frustrating because it feels like Palantir is erratic in some way, it is still maintaining the bullish bias. Why, Nathan? Because we are making higher highs, higher lows, okay? If you ask me, we could correct even lower to retest this this 21-day EMA down here again. And this is it. Any pullback could be another buying opportunity if we see a good reaction near our support level. Guys, always buy near support levels. Please, I still see people in the comment area here on our YouTube videos saying, so it's a buy, right? No, if we are far away from our support levels, no, it is not a buy. It is a buy when we get closer to our support levels, then we can buy. Why? Because the risk reward ratio is better near support levels. You gotta understand this. You seriously need to understand the importance of this logic, because that's precisely what's going to save you in the long term. All right? We are not here to make money in one trade or two trades or in 10 trades. We are here to make money over the years. So do not worry too much about your position in one single stock, etc., because your life does not depend on one single trade, or it shouldn't depend on one single trade. Okay, if it is depending, then you are doing something wrong. You are going too crazy. All right, please do not do that. Always work with risk management. Okay, and be committed to the series. Okay, pay attention to your edge, to your long-term edge in the market, instead of trying to micromanage every single trade like your life depends on them. Okay, because it doesn't. All right, or it shouldn't. Okay, so that's how we like to work every single day in this channel, and that's what we do every single day on our Telegram channel as well. Okay, if you want to trade with me, join the 5% project. There you will have access to our trades, to our actual trades, to the stocks we are actually trading, and of course you will learn once and for all how to use risk management properly, so you can mitigate your losses and maximize your profits the best way you can, trading without stress, without anxiety, without emotions. Okay, only paying attention to our strategy, to our methodology. It is totally free to try. You pay nothing to try for 7 days. See for yourself if you like what we have to offer. The link to my website is in this video's description, okay? Just take a look over there, see if we can help you with that, okay? To improve your trading. Now, Palantir, okay, it could drop more, but it is not materializing a sharper bearish reaction yet, okay? So, yes, we are maintaining the medium-term bullish bias while we are sideways short-term wise, okay? So, nothing new here on Palantir. I do not see any meaningful, incredible opportunity. Now, we have SoundHound AI. This one looks phenomenal and technically perfect. Why? Because we see a series of higher highs, higher lows above the 21-day EMA, which is working as a support level for the price right now, here, and possibly here again. All right? So, any bottom signal, there is none yet, okay? Please, there is none yet, not an advice, but any bottom signal near the support level could be another buying opportunity. And we are very close to this support level. So if you ask me, now would be the perfect time to see a meaningful bottom signal on SOUN. We bought this one over here. I gave you guys the signal on our Telegram channel right here. We sold here, and then we bought here again, right? To sell right here. Now we are making another pullback, so yes, if you ask me, we want to buy here again to sell right here. Okay, that's what we are going to do next if we see a technical bottom signal with a good and valid risk-reward relationship. Okay, so this one is on my personal radar. Okay, it is on my personal radar. Any signal will be given on our Telegram channel. So join us over there, join the 5% project so you can have access to our signals, okay? On our Telegram channel. Now, we have SoFi, our SoFi for its friends. Now, SoFi above our support level, okay? A double support level, by the way, made by the 21-day EMA and the $27. This is better observed on the 1-hour chart. Okay, see, we have a clear double bottom formation on SoFi 1 hour chart. What's the inflection point over here? We have two. The first one is the 27.07, because if we lose this key point, we are going to reject the idea of a double bottom, and we're going to make another bearish pivot point below the 21-hour EMA, suggesting a continuation of this downtrend on the 1 hour chart and reversing the medium-term uptrend on the daily chart. If that happens, okay, SoFi can retest lower levels. Maybe it is going to make a top signal on the weekly chart all the way down to the 21 weekly moving average again. And that's totally plausible because, after all, SoFi, the last time we saw SoFi near our 21 weekly moving average was here on May. All right, so if you ask me, we do deserve a pullback, but there is no confirmation yet. Okay, we gotta wait for confirmation. We gotta wait for the loss of 27.07. Bear this key point in mind, okay? If you are in SoFi, if you're worried about a sharper correction, only sell if you see a technical loss of our main inflection point. For now, we are still above it. Yes, we are dangerously close to this support level, but still, we are maintaining the medium-term bullish bias. Now, what's the opposite, okay? What key point SoFi needs to break to resume, to trigger another bullish continuation chart pattern? And the answer is 28.67. By breaking this key point, yes, we're gonna make another bottom signal and possibly another continuation on SoFi. Okay, so that's the key point you wanna see SoFi breaking. 28.67, not an advice, okay? It is not a personal recommendation. We are not gonna trade SoFi, okay? I see other stocks right now that I plan to trade, but SoFi could be a very nice and promising opportunity for swing trading purposes, okay? Yes, it is looking good, but we gotta wait for the breakout of the 28.67. And of course, I'm gonna keep you guys updated on all of these stocks and many others on this channel every single day. So again, subscribe, join the 5% project. The link is in this video description. I'm sure you're going to find many useful information on our Telegram channel for you. Thank you so much for your audience, my dear friends. Stay safe. See you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.